Here's a short story of the first female astronaut. In 1932, pilot Jerrie Mock became the first woman to fly solo across the United States. She was also the first woman to fly an aircraft with a tailwheel, a significant achievement in aviation history. Despite her accomplishments, Mock faced discrimination and sexism throughout her career, and her contributions to aviation were largely overlooked until the 1970s. In the early 20th century, the sky was more than just a horizon. It was a barrier. For many women, aviation was a distant dream, one often brushed aside by societal norms and systemic discrimination. But in 1932, a young woman named Jerrie Mock dared to challenge gravity, not just the physical kind, but the weight of prejudice, expectation, and silence. Her story is not just one of altitude, but of attitude, a testament to what it means to rise when others expect you to stay grounded. Jerrie Mock grew up in a world where the roar of airplane engines captivated her imagination more than any lullaby. As a child in Ohio, she watched planes cut across the sky and vowed she would one day join them. Her fascination only deepened with age, even as the world around her whispered that flying was no place for a woman. In 1932, long before her name would make headlines, Mock took a bold step. She became the first woman to fly solo across the United States. Her aircraft, a small plane with a tailwheel, a configuration notoriously difficult to master, was an extension of her defiance. The tailwheel alone was enough to earn her a place in aviation history, but for Mock it was never about fame. It was about proving that she belonged in the sky. Though her achievements were extraordinary, Mock's journey was anything but easy. She faced constant sexism and doubt. Many flight schools refused to train women. Journalists often dismissed her capabilities, focusing on her appearance or attire rather than her skill and courage. Even after her record-setting flights, she was frequently overshadowed by her male counterparts. Yet Mock never stopped flying. She logged thousands of hours in the air, contributing quietly but significantly to the advancement of female pilots. It wasn't until the 1970s, amid a growing women's rights movement, that her story began to receive the recognition it deserved. By then, a new generation of women was beginning to take to the skies, inspired by pioneers like her. Jerrie Mock may not have been the first name history books shouted, but her legacy echoes in every cockpit where a woman dares to dream. She broke through clouds and ceilings alike, carving a path for countless others to follow. In an age when silence often masked brilliance, Mock flew loud and clear. Her story reminds us that true pioneers aren't always the ones we hear about first. They're the ones who keep flying, even when no one is watching.